If you have been woodworking for some time, there's no doubt you have dealt with tear out. Jigsaws can be the worst for tear out, and blowing out the plywood on a project piece can be extremely frustrating. I have found a very good Bosch blade to avoid tear out that I want to test. As a bonus, I'll test a couple methods to stop tear out with the blades you have. This specific Bosch blade can really stop tear out, but they have 4 key downsides over more standard blades. I'm going to demonstrate using 2 Bosch blades advertised as clean wood cutting blades. One a 10 tooth per inch or TPI and one a 20 tooth per inch. Let's dive into it with the 10 TPI bit, the T101B. I'm just slowly letting the tool and blade do the work, not pushing, so it's all on the bit. As you can see, there's a significant amount of tear out on this plywood despite the clean wood cut advertising. Moving to the shorter 20 TPI T101AO, and this is a clean cut on very fragile plywood laminate. These bits have always reduced tear out significantly for me. Both sides are clean, potentially due to the blade cutting geometry. Now for the downsides. 1, it's shorter, so don't expect to cut as thick a material. 2, it's slower cutting. 3, they bend more if you are cutting curves, making square cuts more challenging. And 4, they are fragile. I actually broke an old blade testing for this video. If you push too hard, it will break. If you start cutting on the material before the blade has speed, it can break. The power of modern cordless jigsaws is tough on these blades. I didn't break them nearly as quick with an old corded Black & Decker, but if you just take your time and let the tool do the work, they will reward you with lots of clean cuts. Just make sure to keep spares on hand. They come in a 5-pack and are quite affordable, usually less than $12 a 5-pack. Despite the downsides, these are the blades I choose most often. They also make reverse cut jigsaw blades, which switch the tear out from the top to the bottom, but I would rather try to avoid tear out altogether. Let's also try a couple methods to improve the 10 TPI blade. First, a piece of tape. And a significant improvement over the test without tape, but there's still some minor tear out. Next, let's try a sacrificial piece of wood. Clearly a lot of tear out on the sacrificial piece, but it works very well. No real tear out on the workpiece from this method. Both methods would require you to redo your cutting marks. Also, getting the sacrificial piece of wood clamped down tight is critical. If there is a gap with 2-sided tape or the pieces are left to vibrate, it won't work as well. I've used these blades for years, boat building and more recently making some cabinets. I'm not sponsored, just trying to share what works for me. I will leave links in the description if you're interested. Good luck on your projects. Thanks for watching, and please consider liking, subscribing, or checking out another video.